Good Wednesday morning, friends. It's me, Terry Lambertson, coming at you with another amazing post from Deborah Thurman. It's called How to Handle Disrespect. Number 1, address it immediately. Ignoring repeated disrespect teaches people it is acceptable. Oh my gosh, this is so true. This is so true. One of my favorite sayings is, what you allow is what will continue. Okay? If you nip it in the bud and set your boundaries the first time it happens, and it doesn't, it can be something as simple as, it's not okay for you to talk to me that way. It's not okay for you to talk to me in that tone. It's not okay for you to be sarcastic with me, right? Whatever it is, keep your voice low. See how kind of monotone I was there? Because y'all know I don't talk like that. Okay, number 2, stay calm and composed. Losing control gives the other person power, and not only that, it gives him permission. Because a lot of people, as soon as you get loud, they feel like their job is to get louder. Number 3, speak clearly and directly. Say exactly what behavior you will not tolerate. 4, set firm boundaries. Respect grows when people know your limits. And if they are unwilling to stay on their own side of the boundary, that tells you something altogether else, right? If you set a boundary and the other person does not respect it, for me, I'm done. I'm done. I'll give you one reminder, like, hey, we talked about that, right? Yeah, but if it keeps on happening, yeah, I don't do it. Oh yeah, do not over-explain yourself. Okay, don't. These people don't know how this started because somebody took away your toy when you were 7 years old. Okay, you are an adult. Okay. So you don't want to overshare. You don't want to give them too much information. I never explain myself when setting a boundary. I just go, hey, that's not okay. Not okay. Refuse to engage in insults. Or, look, if you insult me or you call me out of my name, you're going to see my back really, really quick. I mean, even if we haven't talked about it prior, okay, there is no excuse to get down on a personal level like that. Absolutely not. 7, watch their pattern, not their apology. I worked in this law office once, and there was another secretary who was like the lead person. If I had a question, I would go to her. And she would say the most horrible things to me. And then the next day I would come in and there would be a gift on my desk. This happened about 3 or 4 times. And the next time it happened, I picked it up. I put it back on her desk. And she was like, well, what's this? And I said, game over. You insult me. You talk about my personal life, which is none of your business. And then after I'm upset, the next day you give me a gift. So I'm not accepting your permission to just keep on doing this. Okay? I'm done with this. Yeah, I actually ended up changing jobs. As that was her pattern. 8, create distance when necessary. Yeah, look, you know what? You aren't a tree and you aren't planted there, right? Pick up your feet, shuffle. Protect your self-respect. You know, I think it was in junior high, and one day's assignment was they gave you a fresh piece of like notebook paper, and every time your feelings got hurt, or you felt bad, or you felt down, or you saw even somebody else fighting and that upset you. And by the end of the day, we all had crushed up tiny little balls, right? Because our self-respect, our egos, are actually kind of fragile things. And if we don't protect that, if we allow other people to chisel away at it, hey, I spent at least a decade of my life not feeling good about myself. And 99% of it was stuff that other people were doing and saying that I was allowed. I was allowing. Look, you're either part of the solution or part of the problem. And for me, I try to be part of the solution. Walk away if it continues. They had that down at number 10. That would be my number 1. And after that, okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many things. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read this, and it's really small, and I'm having trouble making it out. Okay, so yeah, I protect my sense of self in the same way that I protect my peace. Okay, the two, under God family, all of the right stuff. Yeah, that is definitely a daily check-in, me with myself. All right, you guys, I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. I will see you again on Thursday morning. Bye now.